As we mentioned here today, the marketplace has become increasingly competitive with downward pressure on pricing and growing capital levels. Our clients expect to derive value through that available capacity and indeed through the innovations that Bill mentioned a moment ago. Here in Europe, Guy Carpenter has been busy. In addition to the new platform that Bill discussed, we have restructured our European operations with new individuals and teams joining us in France, in Benelux, and Eastern Europe. In the UK, we've seen new colleagues joining us through the acquisition of Ratner and HSBC, and we've significantly strengthened our property teams and enhanced our marine group. At the executive level, Britt Newhouse, the chairman of Guy Carpenter, moved to London. In the year that I've been with the firm, Britt has been an extremely valuable and supportive resource for the development and implementation of our international plan. Nick Frankland is focused on leading our property and casualty teams across UK and Europe as the CEO of European operations. And, as I mentioned earlier, Andy Marcel has moved to London from his previous role in the Americas to become CEO of our global practices and head of placement strategy, supported by Kevin Fisher, who's based in Bermuda, as chairman of Global Specialties. Vicky Carter, known to many of you, will soon be joining us as Vice Chairman of International Operations, and Vicky will be focused on building new client relationships and new business development. And just last week, we announced that Frank Pinette will be joining us as CEO of our European life reinsurance operations, reporting to Nick. With Frank coming on board, we increase our ability to offer a valuable alternative to the existing provider channels in the life sector in Europe. Overall, I believe that our team in Europe has never been stronger, and we are confident in the services that we can bring to our clients here in Europe and also around the world. We're using the new structure in Europe as a platform for integrating the analytical and broking sides of our business. And with this strategy, we can deliver to the client, particularly at the C-suite level, integrated and valued solutions that are seamless in transmission and reception. Guy Carpenter Brokers will embody the broker of the future, with integrated expertise and ability to move easily between analytics and capital management execution. Of course, this seamless connection between analytics and execution requires the right technology to be in place. And in the last 12 months, Guy Carpenter has significantly enhanced our market-leading analytical platform for the benefit of our clients. There are numerous exciting developments in the works right now, and as Bill has mentioned, but I'd like to focus on just two of Guy Carpenter's recent accomplishments here in Europe: our flood model for France and also for the Czech Republic. What's most important with these models is that our efforts were focused specifically on areas where our European clients had a distinct need, and we delivered a solution to help them manage their risk and capital more effectively. Bill also mentioned the CAS-CAT model, which is an award-winning model for modeling casualty catastrophe. In fact, won the Innovation of the Year at one of the famous award ceremonies in London just last week, and well-deserved it was too, along with the brand new dynamic reserve analysis model now used by our analysts across the international marketplace. Now, that said, analytics and advisory capabilities are meaningful only if they deliver against our clients' strategies, and increasingly carriers are looking for new ways to develop their capital and deploy their capital in order to optimize their returns, especially given how much excess capital is said to be held. We firmly believe that the future market leaders will be those who find ways to grow despite economic volatility, to create new opportunities through innovation or investment in new markets. When I look across the international marketplace, I see opportunities for growth in many places. There are significant opportunities in Europe, of course, and the Asian markets are burgeoning, not just in the traditional property and casualty segment, but also in more specialty areas. Emerging risks and new regions provide considerable opportunity, and moves into these areas will certainly separate the leaders from the followers. Some opportunities could even redefine the industry well into the future. And, for example, we see microinsurance as being one of the top contenders for that. The world's low-income population is estimated at 4 billion people, most of whom lack access to crucial financial services, including insurance. We see microinsurance as an opportunity to create social good, while also presenting the industry with a commercial opportunity of unprecedented size and scope. For insurers and reinsurers, it's a robust market, currently estimated at approximately $1 billion in premium, with a potential ultimate market size of $5 trillion. Guy Carpenter is already committed to this sector. In 2008, we were awarded an innovation grant from the Microinsurance Innovation Facility to develop risk transfer capacity for microinsurance risks throughout the developing world. Since then, we've worked tirelessly with microfinance institutions, insurers, and reinsurers worldwide to narrow the gap between microinsurance market supply and demand, and also to narrow the knowledge gap that exists in this area. We've already completed our first commercial micro reinsurance transaction. This is real. Business has been done, and there are pipelines out there. And this particular deal helped to secure much needed capacity for 5 Indian insurers and support their respective shares of a state-sponsored critical illness program covering 13 million low-income families in southern India. Guy Carpenter's success in developing and supporting such programs relies upon broader work that we are doing to build an enabling infrastructure within the commercial reinsurance marketplace. That infrastructure will readily support the secondary transfer of microinsurance risks and the associated expansion and improvement of multi-line microinsurance products. So, whether it's emerging markets, new risks, or microinsurance, it's clear that growth only comes from putting capital to work. In today's market, the carriers who find ways to optimize their capital and new places to invest it will not only find ways to gain market share in today's rate climate, they will create a foundation for future market leadership.